Hey, Bill. I'm Gary Vanderbilt. Just kind of introduce all. I've got a couple of questions for you. Introduce you all to me. I'm Vice President of Commonwealth Environmental Services, and our company supports the activities at the plant, of course. But what we also do is represent the sick nuclear workers, and kind of go back, way back to the Dan Issel days. But you all don't even know who Dan Issel is. It's a shame. But you know, I've got some newer basketball friends, Winston Bennett. You all heard of those guys. But we do like Kentucky basketball. But I'm a Murray State graduate, and Dr. Andrew Kelly is in the. I think he's on your team, if I recall correctly, for the KRCEE. And the one thing I wanted to share with all of you and ask Bill a couple questions here. We represent sick nuclear workers. We have a website, CommonwealthEnvironmentalServices.com, and we've also produced documents that DOE has already presented to everyone, and we protect the workers for their rights to their compensation as they became ill. And so we have several claimants, and we've even had to put a stop on how many claimants we represent. So if you could, go to that website and you can see some of the documents. But and by the way, Bill, you were showing the World War II facility. Well, actually, after that facility, after they built the bomb, I was born. So Bill, that's where I come from, Oak Ridge. So Bill and I have a little connection there. But my mother built the atomic bomb dropped on Japan, and she's been a sick nuclear worker for all of her life. Nobody knew. I'm getting there, Alan. You're Alan Pryor, right?
I am.
Okay. Yeah, Alan, if you don't mind, I'd like for everybody to hear. We are people from Western Kentucky that are at the facility, and so I'd like everybody to understand that DOE doesn't follow the OSHA rules. DOE follows their own rules. Is that not correct, Bill? That's a question.
Correct.
Alan, you can answer that if you like.
I'm not a DOE employee. I'm not
But you don't mind if he answers.
DOE incorporates OSHA into its regulations, even though OSHA does not apply. So we comply with the OSHA requirements, even if the OSHA itself, in most cases, doesn't apply to us. So
and the reason, Bill, I've asked that is, Alan, for your information, DOE is not complying with OSHA under the safety standards of beryllium. And so these workers are not protected with beryllium. And we have over 220 claimants. And I won't, like I said, I won't take any more, but 50% of those are beryllium-related illnesses and compensation. And we're overturning the denials, which are tough for these workers. And I'm not an attorney, I'm a consultant. And I represent these workers, and Bill, maybe you could answer, since I think you just admitted that you all don't follow the beryllium standard.
I don't think I just said that, Gary.
Well, Bill, look at your statements.
I'm going to give you another minute.
Or,
and I'm gonna
that'll be fine. That's about 3 more minutes than I've ever gotten to DOE at the Paducah site. Horizontal characterization. Have you all drilled into the 746S landfill where I identified the radioactive waste coming out of the ground in 19, I believe it was when the investigation started in 2000. Regional gravel aquifer, I believe, Bill, it wasn't the regional groundwater, it's regional gravel aquifer. Spent nuclear fuel, you have accepted spent nuclear fuel at the plant. It's on our website, and it's also in the PGDP assessment report issued in December 2000. So you might go back and look at that. It's 180 pages, people, and it's DOE, Alan, look at it. These are students. I'd love to come back and present the nuclear worker perspective. And I'll be honest with you, I don't like to come in and see these people come in with illnesses that they're going to die from.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alan.
Hey, students got questions I can help you out with. I'm not going to sit here and say we didn't do some stuff in the past that no one's proud of. I'm telling you today, our goal is to clean this place up. The procedures and the processes we use today, we believe are protective of the employees and protective of the environment. We are heavily regulated. You know, in the old days, we did not have as much regulated total oversight as we do today. The state and EPA are very much involved in everything we do. And as I said, it takes literally years for us to get through the process of characterization, developing an alternative, selection of a record decision, and then implementing that decision involving all the processes and procedures by which we do our work. So I would just leave you with the thought that, we are very much a regulated industry and very much one that cares about its workforce today and does very much protect its workers.
Mr. Fry, for the record, you are paid by DOE,
Not
correct?
directly. I'm an employee of the University of Kentucky.
Okay.
KRCE pays you?
They do not. They support my research, they do not support my salary.
And on that note, I've been through this same scenario in public meetings for over
Steve,
15 years.
tell us what your position is.
I am the Associate Director of the Kentucky Research Consortium for Energy and Environment, which is funded directly by Mr. Murphy's office in the interest of environmental stewardship and being good citizens of the state of Kentucky. And in their own need, as well as the state's need for scientists, they have provided over $8 million to the university that is directly applied to ongoing environmental studies at Paducah. We have now graduated about 20 students through the university through the funds that were provided through that program, which, in addition to giving students thesis and dissertation work, also allow university professors, faculty, staff, whatever, to work with the national laboratories, work on world-scale problems that affect us here in Kentucky every day. I can say nothing but thanks. I've watched this site in the last 10 years make huge, huge improvements on how they do their business at every level. I've worked on the regulatory level as well as the technical level. So there are some real good things. I don't want to take away from Mr. Vanderbo's concerns about the past, but we've
It's
all
not the
benefited.
past, that's the
here.
present.
I'm
Whatever you
not
want to
gonna-
say.
Yeah, I'm not going to
Can we
argue
get the
that.
characterization data from the cylinders?
I would
The answer
like
to that
this-
is, Alan, no. So these kids are being taught that there are things that you're telling them that are not true. Go to the assessment report. Spent nuclear fuel is on your DOE document. Now, that's tough. I
Dr.
mean,
Cobb?
Yeah, I'm Jim Cobb, the director of the Geological Survey, and we have worked with Paducah site and with Steve, and because of our joint efforts, we now have one of the world's class seismic monitoring stations. The Central U.S. Seismic Station is the deepest seismic station in the eastern U.S., and our interests are in the seismology of the site, and it's been a good thing for us, very good thing.
And I've invited you down to the Martin Marietta Quarry that we have.
We're gonna come-
We'll bring all of you down for a tour.
And I'd love that.